Hello, everybody. Most of you are probably out trick-or-treating or helping with trick-or-treaters, but I'm going to go ahead and work on my haunted house some more tonight. I also remembered I had disabled the ability to place NPCs with the test one, so I'm adding that back in real quick. So I'm going to do some real quick coding. I think... in fact, I think I'm going to add some elf as well. So we can have elf ghosts. So hopefully this doesn't go horribly wrong because I just want it to take a minute. So I think I can just... Oh. Nope. I mean... create random NPC. I can't do just create. I can do these. I'm trying to hurry and that's going to mess me up. Okay, so then we want to change this to elf. Elf. If this doesn't work, it's no big. I just won't do it, but elf. I think that's all I need. And since I can't do just the random elf, I could take this one out. Okay, so we're gonna have to create a real quick server distro. Fortunately, nobody's logging into the server for these live streams, so it's not a huge deal. And YouTube tells me there's nobody on, but I'm gonna talk anyway, just in case. And actually, why is the chat not working? Yeah, that's unfortunate. Huh. That's not good. So I might have to keep this window up in the background. That's really, really unfortunate. Okay, so what I will do here... Oh. Yeah. Oops. Okay. And the only thing wrong is... I've got these... I wrote a script finally to allow me to upgrade the servers, but it requires the zips to be like a specific name. Okay, update Mythruna server, which means I need to exit the server. Welcome to the one person who joined so far. Not sure why the regular chat's not working, but alright, let us up. Uh-oh. Oh, yeah. Good, I'm glad that failed. Okay. Alright, hello, live. Pub server live. Make sure everything got there. Okay. Now I can restart the server and join the game. Yeah, I was sitting there already in the game, playing with one of the birds, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm not going to be able to put ghosts in the haunted house because I disabled the ability to place NPCs in the release. Once again, if you guys don't already know, the download link is in the upper left corner of the screen. I mean, you can't just click it, you've got to type it in. That'll also let you join the Discord. So far, a good bunch of people on the Discord, which makes community management really easy when everybody's nice. Oh, it got dark. Okay. There's the birdie. So let me make sure I can place a... Oops, yeah, test one is what I want. Let's see, let's try a random elf male. Uh-oh. Oh well. So apparently I did screw something up. Yeah, so I must have gotten the names wrong of the... Alright, well we'll just do humans then. Yeah. Oh wait, there is one up there. She just didn't finish loading. Yeah, so yeah, something failed. So let's just delete her. Okay, let me push you back here a little bit, because I want your home. I think that's actually a decent outfit for you, for being a ghost. So we'll reset your home to there, so that you can walk around. And then we will make you a ghost. Oh, I disabled that too. Son of a bitch. Alright, you have to imagine that he's a ghost. I'll fix that later. Good after even. Yeah, hey, how's it going, Lando? Alright, so let's finish making it. I'm not going to mess with the... I'll fix the ghosts later. I don't want to make you guys have to sit through all that. So I made 2 doors here, but I think I want to go back to having one big door in the middle. I think it'll make this room work better. Oops. Because what I can do is find wooden posts to put here. Oops, not. I doing it again. Okay. So yeah, I have a feeling I'm going to want to put lights back just so that I can see while I'm working. Alright, so that's where we kind of left off before, right? I was messing with those doors so that we get the proper mood effect coming in here. Yeah, he's wandering around. So the idea would be that there were 2 guards, ghosts maybe, that used to work out here, but I think I'll just have 1. Alright, so for the time being, I'm going to place a bunch of temporary lights. We'll worry about mood lighting later. I just want to be able to see what I'm working on. And I thought in here it would be cool. So we've got the dining room here, and I was thinking over here could be like a sitting room library kind of situation, you know, where you have the big bookshelves and whatnot. Somehow that got messed up. Okay, so let's place a bird's trapped in the building. So let's just light some things up here so that we can work. Let's finish putting the floor in. And if you guys have the game, you can log in to the server while I'm on here if you wanted to join. Make your own Halloween stuff or work on your costume if you haven't. Okay, I think that's good. And so then we would put like a sitting area in here. And so I'm trying to decide what kind of walls I want. And what do I have outside? Maybe a fireplace in the corner would be good. Yeah, so let's make a fireplace. Or like on this wall. Or this wall. What do I want to do here? I think decisions. Yeah, see, I think that's too big. I think what I want is stone and wall. Yeah, but if I do that, then I won't be able to place the fire in. Maybe we want this recessed even further. Alright, let's put a fire down so that I have something to build around. Got too many black types. Yeah, big old flames times X. So we either want it there or one back, but I think that's good. And then for here, we would definitely want stone wide wedge. Just like that. Right. Then what do you do for the sides? That is the question. The corners work out better sometimes because you can use the corner to get the better effect. You know what? I'm kind of like, maybe I do want to put it at the end of the room. Maybe even over in this corner. What does that look like outside? It doesn't really make any sense there. Like, logically, a fireplace would run through the whole building. One of my problems is the way I've arranged these walls and where they are in the grid. Like if these walls were in instead of out, it would be a different story. But I kind of wanted lots of bookshelves. Maybe the fireplace should go over here between the dining room, and it could be a really big one. So yeah, let's give it some weight. And we'll go back over to stone. Now I've got nobody on. Oh, I do. Nice. Well, good luck on the job application. Oh no. The PDF is kicking your butt? It's very dark up here. Bring some light in so I can finish my fireplace. Actually, maybe that works. Oh man. I hate that. Technology getting in the way when it's supposed to be helping us. Okay, so we got 2 levels of fireplace, in which case we should probably go ahead and replace that. Let's see what it looks like from the outside. I won't be able to see very well. Want to grab a light so I can put it out here so I can see what I'm doing while I'm working. I like fireplaces that actually work, you know, like have chimneys. It's like I've got the blocks, I might as well use it, right? And we could start coming in. From this angle, her outfit looks almost like Santa Claus. Oops. Maybe filling in the, I don't know what kind of job it is, but maybe filling in the PDF is like the first test. If you're able to get it to work, you're already like through the first process of the That'd be funny. Okay, so let's make this up here for a minute so I can see what I'm doing. Oops. Yeah, I hope you get it too. That'd be cool. I guess it's better than the job you've got now. It's always nice to upgrade. Good evening, Max. How are you doing? Thanks for hanging out tonight. I guess, though, I can't. I've got to carry that all the way up. Yes, it's going fairly well. I was able to get some minimal Halloween decorations up before the trick-or-treaters came, so that was good. Yeah, so see, that's the problem here. I can't really... I mean, I guess it works. Oops. But it creates this weird issue with trying to fill the... Yeah, I think maybe I'll just make a big ugly chimney all the way up. And perhaps that's okay. Oops. It's still weird looking through her body. Whoop. I fed down again. Alright, so no chimney in the attic. And after this we can start coming in. Alright. Let me make sure the roof is filled in all the way around. Oh yeah. Actually can't remember what this roof looked like before. I guess that though. That's the way it's gonna look now. Alright, so what we will do, we will carry this up yes. We will carry this up 2 more levels. We'll bring these in wide wedge like this. And like this. And I think we'll just do a corner there. Oopsie. And for this, I think we will... I keep trying to fall into the chimney here. Alright. I think we'll put posts there, because I don't have little teeny corners. So that'll work well enough. Oh, it's come to be daytime. Whoa, hello. Don't fall down. Oh no, this is not what I want. I wanted to do this. This is a big honkin' chimney. And then we will do this. Okay. Okay, I need to put blocks down or something so that I can stand. Her idle animation is starting to make me there we go. I have something to stand on temporarily, see if I can catch it. Okay, and we want something up here. To look kind of like a cap. So maybe I can fake it. Like this. And then, yeah, I got it. Oops, wrong button. Alright, select. Oops, I keep missing. That's a hard way to... You can't hover, so... There we go. So I can come back and fix this one. And what I'll do is... maybe put... This is a big honkin' chimney. But, you know, you don't want the rain to get in. You know, if it was for a real chimney. Because if this were a real chimney, there'd be some kind of metal cap on top instead of this garbage. But I want it to look foreboding. We'll see if it looks foreboding or silly. I guess technically it should be taller. And I don't like the contours. I'm sort of limited in what I can get away with. in the space allowed. Maybe it would look better without these. So we could just make it a little more shaped. Take advantage of some of the extra block types we have available. Alright, I've wasted way too much time on a big giant chimney. Alright, so let's repair our doorway here. I had to encroach a little onto the dining room. And I kind of wish... You know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to just do this. Yeah, why not? That works. And then for this, I could actually use an inverted wide wedge to smooth the transition. Yeah, I don't hate it. There's a bird trapped in the chimney. You bird, you're gonna die. Alright, I'm wasting time. Wasting time. Okay, so we don't need that anymore. We could put that there. And if we put that there, we kind of don't need this anymore, which simplifies some of this. Yeah, so look, does that still look good from the outside? Indeed. Okay, so in here, I think bookshelves and like a seating area, and to keep the architecture consistent, I think we will put beams across. Yeah, I don't hate it. Maybe one more. And we'll cap it off with a post. Yeah. Some bookshelves. A seating area. Okay. Starting to look like something. So back here is the kitchen, which we need some more chimneys and things as well. But in the meantime, let's mark the kitchen. What do I want to put here? Oh, I mean, I could just put this. And It's cool that I already had a beam. And probably there's a door over here too. You don't have just one door in a kitchen. Oh, we're gonna have the same problem there. Alright, we'll leave that the way it is then. Okay, so there would be some prep areas. I haven't decided what this stuff's over here is going to be. Could just be a big ballroom. It's just I wanted to carve the room up into pieces, or the house up into pieces. So maybe oops. So we got that kind of thing going on. And okay, I need more light. I'm trying to think of if this were an actual kind of dungeon situation where you had to like explore and find things, what kind of stuff you'd have. And so you could potentially have, you know, some ghouls in here eating dinner, you know, but anyway, different things to kind of fill in the storyline of the location. Why is there a... Oh, that's why. Because of the, excuse me, upper level. So anyway, I'm trying to make lots of rooms and things to explore. I don't like that this is super high compared to some of the other doorways. So I might just take that out to help build the style as being high doorways through the main areas. And realistically, by tomorrow night, I'm not going to fill this with furniture and stuff. I'm just trying to lay some rooms out. Yeah. Oh, I saw that dude standing out there. Made me wonder. Okay, does it make sense? Okay, we would want a beam there, sure. There's a chunk transition right here, and every time I move over there, it's loading and unloading a bunch of birds and butterflies and things. It's really frustrating. Why are you here? it? Oh, in fact, you're not even a floor. So maybe if I was to go outside, I would realize why. So it kind of looks, you know, post and beam construction a bit. Works. Okay, so I do believe this would come over. We are going to have... I'm just going to figure out, I need probably a cube here, unfortunately. I was trying to stay away from cube stacked mud blocks, but I don't want it to show on the outside. Yeah, this haunted house needed to be maybe over one more or three more blocks, just so that the whole thing was in one chunk. Oh, we've got another case over here where we can tie in the post and beams. One, two, so that's centered. I think I want to put some kind of thing across. We could actually make pocket doors too. I kind of like the idea. Do you guys want to see me make pocket doors? Okay, so first, let us put a stone cap beam up. I've wanted to make pocket doors for a while. Is this the way? It is the way. Okay, so this has got to be... It's going to be a block and a half wide and a block and a half tall. So I need doors that are a block and a half wide and a block and a half tall. Which in regular... Can I... Block and a half... 8... Yeah, I can't do it small scale. But what I could do is, so ultimately we want it to be 6 wide. I'm 2 blocks short of using a smaller scale. I know I'm not making much sense, but so let us do... Oops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And what I want to do... What's a pocket door? A pocket door, they slide into the walls. So they're like open like this, and they slide into the walls, into pockets in the walls. I kind of want a frame, so we will use some posts. And I guess we won't have a bottom. 1, 2. So I needed to be a block and a half tall, or 2. Oh yeah, 2.5. So 2.5 would be all the way up to the top. Oops. So that is as tall as I can go. It's easier if I go like this. When I get it fully put together, I'll decide whether I want it to be um, carved or not. Sometimes I like to see the full thing in place first. Whoops. I could make a frame. Which would let me drop this down another block. So carved, I mean, it's okay. So I think, though, I need a... Let's go with iron. That's kind of our... So let's go with an inverted wide wedge. No, maybe not. Maybe just an angle. Or, maybe we could just do a cube. That kind of works. Or we could do like that, have it be an actual pocket. Like a little hole in the door. Yeah, I think that's what we'll go. I don't want to spend too much time on this. Oops. Okay, pocket, door. Save the blueprint. And I guess we'll try it without a frame. Design. Pocket. Doors. Pocket. Doors. I just prefer to save it before I get started. Okay. So add the part. Oh, wait. No, we gotta add... this is where having a frame would have actually been useful. Because I need to know where to line up the... okay, so let's make a pocket door frame. Okay, we will carve the materials, and we'll make it out of stone to kind of fit with the cobble. And it needs to be... we gotta do it half and half. Yeah. So it's gonna match the door. Oh, where's my pocket? Oh yeah, this sorts capital letters up front. Okay. Alright, so we need to make it 6 wide ultimately. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 total. And I'm just using these as markers for the moment. And 1, 2, 3, 4 on full height. High. Like that, full height. And what we will do Yeah, I'm going to do both sides for the moment. I'm trying to figure out what to do for the top, because I can't cap it off. I could do a wall. Let's do a wall. Oh, interesting. Yeah, of course. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that's actually perfect, because I'm not using this part. Okay. And then we'll duplicate it, which I have to do manually. There's no clever way to do that. Yeah, I think you're right. And in old Mythruna, you had the player standing here, so you could like gauge your size too. But I also need to allow bigger grids for certain kinds of things. But okay, so we have a frame for our pocket doors to slide through. So save that. Now we can go back over to the workbench. We can do pocket doors. Edit design. So the first thing we want to do is add pocket door frame. Select. Okay, that's one big giant frame. Too big for us to see. And we don't really want to. I think. So I just have to go by the blue box. So we get minus 1.5, and that's still not enough. Really, like the workbench wasn't even designed for things this big. I use it for that. So yeah, and I can't lean back, which is unfortunate. Oh, I can zoom out though. So that should give us the view of the top. Yeah, okay. So I've got to be 3 blocks wide, and this is currently. Oh, I made this way too big. Alright, let me save. This is 3 blocks wide. 1, 2, 3. So I only need it to be. No, I need to be 6 blocks. 6 of the quarter blocks wide. That's what I did, right? Yeah, because these are half blocks. No. 2, 3, 4 would be a meter. It seems too big. Let me just double check that I didn't do something dumb. Because I definitely did last night. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a meter and a half. One, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so it is actually correct. Let's try again. Okay, add the parts. Pocket door frame. Okay. And yeah, and actually when I did it, that didn't center it. That's what screwed me up. Because if it's 1.5, that should have centered it. Oh, it didn't make it. Oh, there must be a maximum. Ah, son of a. That's going to be problematic. So I've set a maximum of. You know, though, I can fix this real quick. because I'm the game developer. And the game developer who is running it right out of his system has all the power. So if I go to the assembly workbench, where is the... Oh yeah, look at all that logging. Okay, so... Assembly editor states we are editing an assembly, but it's the part we're editing. So it's the subassembly editor, right? Location. Yeah, here it is. I had to do this already for the Y values. Alright, so just jump back in then. Hope everyone who is celebrating it had a good Halloween tonight. Star. Oops. And jump back in. Alrighty. So we'll go back in here. Find our pocket doors, edit the design. Now we should be able to take it all the way back to 1.5 minus, oops. Yep, now that's right. Okay, so now we can add another part. Pocket door frame, select. And we want to flip that sucker around 180 degrees. Huh. So I can't, oh, I can zoom out, I forgot. I need to change the level of zoom too so I can zoom out a little further. Okay, cool, we got Z fighting, that means they're right on line with each other. And this can be just 1.5, I think. Yep. So we got, they line up perfectly. Alrighty. Okay, so now I can add my joint, my joints. Joint 1, and this one will be minus, oh, it's the open that we want. The open that we want to be minus 1.5, and we'll open it. Oh crap, it's the same problem. So the joint editor has the same issue. Yep. I don't know what the resting loc is, but it seems to me these should be the same. I think one, yeah, so one is the closed and one is the open, and so they should definitely be the same. Alright, so I edited code twice today. One of them actually worked correctly. Or these two. Or I was thinking of the script earlier, but this is on the client, so I don't have to upload a new one to the server to check it out. Okay. Sometimes it's good for me to play the game because when I do these sorts of things, I find little things that annoy me and I go and I fix them. And so I find I make a lot of progress on lots of little things. Okay, so we go back in here, edit the pocket doors, edit the joint. We should be able to do minus 0.5 now. And so open them. Yep, so that's all the way back there. Good, good, good. Now we'll add another joint. That's going to be joint 2. And we'll open that one. And we'll set that one to be 1.5. And close. Open. Alright. And so now we go to joint. We go, that's not good. Only one of the joints is showing up in the... Okay, save it. Let's see if it fixes itself when I come back in. Nope, now they're both gone. I wonder if that's because I never added children to them. So if I add a joint, I call it joint 1, and then I add the pocket door. Okay. I'm going to set this to 0. Whoop. I really need to come up with a better editor at some point. We'll set it to 0, and I think we want this to be 0 as well. Yeah, I think that's actually perfect. Okay. Oh, we definitely want it to line up with the I think. But let's leave it for now. I'm testing a theory. Okay, so we come back here and we add a joint 2. Oh, see, yeah, it incremented it automatically this time. Then we come here, we add a part, pocket door, select. And this one we similarly do 0, 0. Okay, so there's a bug. Let's confirm that before I go and edit things that are going to be all broken. Yep, there's a bug. If the joints don't have things in them, then they get removed from the parts group, but they still exist down here. So I need to fix that. Okay, so joint 1, when it's open, should be at minus 1.5. Blink. Open. Close. There we go. Yeah, and I've got the door positioned all wrong. Yeah. Let's fix that real quick. So it's 'cause this should be minus 1.5. There we go. It's a texture. Pretty sure. It's just a repeating texture. Oh, I'm gonna have to flip that door around too because the handle's on the wrong side. Okay, so if we go back here, joint 1, open. Yeah, look at that. Close. Okay, so actually we want this to be a little out. You would never be able to close it again if it didn't stick out a little bit, right? There we go. So 1, 3, 4. But that pocket door is perfect now. So if we it's open and we close it, it closes in the middle. Nice. Okay. So let's play around with joint 2. This one needs to be open, needs to be 1.34. Yeah. To implement in this editor, well, the capability of assemblies is more complicated than can easily be edited. Like, really, we would like a whole tree. And so the fact that I've kind of had to simplify it so that it would fit within a simpler UI. That was the hardest part, is trying to figure out what the minimum UI I could construct to allow me to edit the different joints and things and have groups. Because, yeah. So this needs to be flipped to 180 degrees. That already puts it in the right place. That's kind of nice. Almost. It's almost in the right place. I think we want it centered, right? Oh wait, are we closed right now? Open. Yeah, we're open, so okay, so we want it to be quite a bit more. Joint 2's pocket door. Let's set it to 1.5. And that is not quite right either, or is it? Oh, we're not in the right Z spaces. It is. And it is indeed not in the right place. But neither is the other door. Crap. We're hitting that maximum problem again. I screw myself with these limits. Yeah. But I can fix this one in here. So this is open is fine. Close, we can back it up a little bit. And this one we can similarly back it up a little bit. So -135. -135 would leave a gap. We don't want a gap. That's unfortunate that the doors are not completely symmetrical, but I guess we call it a style thing. Okay, so now closed, they're like that. Open, they're like that. Closed, open. I think that's okay. Save it. Alright, let's put the stupid door in. Come on. Oops, no, we want the object one. Pocket doors. Oh, and I think I fixed the snap. So that was another thing I added. So I should like be able to say snap. Almost centered. Actually, no, that's pretty centered. So make sure that's... Oh, it's not centered at all on this side. Alright, let's open it and then drag it so that we get it. It could be that it sticks out one wall or the other no matter what we do. I might have made it... No, we're good. As long as... In fact, if we center... Like, that should be good. It's not quite centered. What happens if I snap? Is it going to move it? Like, yeah, ridiculous. Okay. Alright. Okay, that's good like that. And so then we want to be straight on and drag it to right about there. Nope. Yeah, I mean, I need more snapping options is what it boils down to. But look, we've got pocket doors. So now I can close the pocket doors. Yeah, pretty cool. I like it. Yeah, so that makes this room kind of cozy. And come in. So you come in. Oh, so it's Mr. Ghost walking around. Come in here. Oh, we got a bird trapped in the door. Come in here. We got this nice room in here, which will be a little creepier when it's done because, yeah, in fact, whoops. I need to go back to here. Oops. Like, what's up there? That is the tower. Oh, these are walls we don't need. Yeah. I mean, we do. Alright, that's why. That's why they're there. Then we can extend the flooring. And these people could have an extra closet. Because this, I think, is... That's just a wood cube. Oh, right. We've got this little bump out roof thing. So if we instead do this... And what is this? This is a wedge. Okay, so that is indeed where it is. Okay, so we could have... a little closet in here. You know how sometimes you have those closets that have the funky little, because they're right up next to the roof, right? Yeah, so if we do this, right, so you have that closet kind of like that, so we can no, like this. And so there'd be a door here and they could get in and there's a little place for their stuff anyway. So that should have fixed the roof down here. Oh, except for one place that I didn't click. Okay, so now the roof looks normal. We come over here. Oh, look, there's something over here. Oh, we got these little handles we can open up. Hey, check it out. Okay. So, I mean, video games make big rooms for a reason, so I'm okay with leaving this kind of as it is. I still need to decorate. And one of the things I wanted to do to decorate was put like dirt and stuff laying around as if this place had how far can you take it? Are there remote mechanisms? Can you make a drawbridge joint with joint within a joint more than 2 states? Yeah, the assembly tree doesn't really care, and right now there's just the open and closed style joints. But when we edit a like, so if I edit this design, when we edit a joint, oops, when we edit a joint, or when we created the joint, it gave us the option of specifying the joint type, and so there could be other joints in the future. This one's just an open and close, and that's why every joint that is open and close is tied to the open and close action. So throughout the whole hierarchy, if you come over here and you hit this, it'll close or open whatever in the hierarchy all the way down the tree has those open and close joints, which is why you can have, like, there is a way to have joint under joints. I've done it. Like, I had, what was I testing with? I mean, the hierarchy supports it. I don't know if the editor supports it. But yeah, the hierarchy is quite advanced. And yeah, the whole idea was to be able to do drawbridges and things. Once I figured out that I couldn't do real physics joints, controlled by the physics and motors, then I went with this kind of alternate approach. And yeah, it'll work with any size objects. It can work with big objects. The editor itself doesn't let you do it, but the game does. And so at some point there'll be some kind of mechanic where part of crafting is to actually attach hinges and glue things together, and that's the idea anyway. Hopefully that answered your question. Hopefully you're still on. Okay, so what can I get away with I do have grass wedges. I don't have low wedges. So maybe I will just do dirt. The idea being that this place has been... Yeah, I do have low wedges and shallow corners. Okay, I was good with that. So the idea that there would be places that were dirty, and so then I can do stuff like and have little dirt piles in shallow corner, little dirt piles as a Yeah, exactly. I can't remember what example I did, and it could be that there are bugs related to this, but I did have a joint under a joint under a joint type of situation, so it would kind of unfold all at once. So if you opened it, it would unfold all the things, and I can't remember what it was that I did that with. It was just testing. I think it might have been like, yeah, I don't remember. It might have just been a stupid test to do it to see if it would work. But anyway, so as soon as I can do stuff like this, then I can start putting so we can get some more mood stuff in here. So I can do the glow flowers, make it all spooky. Oh no, that's right. I forgot about that. the plants, so the plants don't fall down to the half blocks. They can only be on full blocks. So, but we could still, oops. Maybe the floor itself has rotted, right? So you could come in here and you could say, maybe the grass is encroaching now, right? I kind of like it just being kind of like that. And so then I can have Flora and put some glow flowers in here. Oh man, that I really need to figure out why it slows down so much when I cross that boundary. Okay, so we can't see what darkness is like right now because it's light outside. Actually, the house looks pretty cool during the day. I'm kind of happy about that. We haven't put any rooms upstairs. I've been wasting so much time here. Okay, so let's close the doors. Actually, this room is really dark, so we could see what it looked like to put... Why is that not lighting up? Oh, well, they're really faint. That's the thing. Like, they're much darker than anything outside right now. So, but anyway, I can go back and add like dirt and stuff under these later to make that work. Oh, I can't. If I do that, I'm gonna have a problem. So anyway, we gotta get cracking upstairs. Let me put an NPC in here wandering around. So if you were wandering, perhaps this would be where some encounters happened, right? Oh, she's so dark and spooky. I can't even see what she looks like. I can replace her clothing later. Yeah, I still can't make her a ghost. But I can set her home so she starts wandering around. Yeah, so she's hardly wearing any clothes at all. Alright, so this room is definitely going to need more lighting than just this. Perhaps we can do some spooky lighting. So the lanterns will be really bright, but I've got these little magic lights. So if we do like the teeny little magic lights, one over here, kind of just above that stuff. Maybe that's too bright. I can't come up with a reason they exist, but it gives us some lighting anyway. Alright, I'm going to stop messing around with that. Okay, we need more flooring. To set this, I still haven't come up with a way to get up to the second floor, or the third floor. And once I completely close this off, it's going to cause me issues. Because I won't be able to see. So let's grab some lighting. Oh, hey, that's kind of cool. It's not a good place for stairs, but alright. Let's go ahead and fill in the rest of this ceiling. So this little room here might not be a bad place for stairs up. I was hoping to use the room as something. but it could be used for something and also have stairs up, right? But I thought like this could be a cool place where a desk, you know, maybe a desk and some other bookcases and things are. And maybe that's still true. I really wish I could fix that. I really find that annoying. But maybe. No, I'm gonna leave this as a room on its own. I kind of like the idea of having like a little secret treasure room kind of thingy going on. Maybe the thing is that I find interesting, and this could end up being frustrating for Mythruna, is in real games, like, or not real games, but you know, other games where the rooms are ginormous, you never really have to worry about whether you can swing your weapon. And I kind of like the idea of having some battles where you have to pick how you want to fight them based on the fact that it's close quarters. You know, you're trapped in a corridor, maybe you can't swing your battle axe over your head, so you've got to switch to daggers or something else because that's the only being a stabby boy will work in those situations. Anyway, something like that. Okay, so we could put some stairs right here. Let me steal this light. I'm going to leave light in here for a while. So I've already closed in this half, right? This would be a pretty good place for a staircase, I think. Oh, well, the fact that the next floor bumps out makes it tricky. So we bump out here as well. And we could potentially do something with that. Not sure what I'm thinking here. But it'd be a good place. Oops. It would otherwise be a good place to come up, because with the walls would line up. But I think it won't work geometrically speaking. I do not like this. That's better. Alright, so this is the one with the chimney in it. This would be a great place for a second set of stairs. I think... Oh, it is even worse, actually. It's bumped in even further. But I do need to close this in. Alright, so here it is, I think, is what we'll go with. And I think we'll put stairs on both sides, maybe. Like symmetrical. And it makes sense anyway, because if you came up here and you're trying to get up to the next floor, you'd want to be right there. So we'll put a narrow set of stairs right here. What is the geometry for that again? I think so. You've got a. Okay, yeah, actually, we can just put it right there. So we want a low beam. It's actually already in the right orientation. And then we want a high beam. And that one we flip around like this. Yeah. Low beam. High beam. Low beam. Hey, we got stairs. Alright, there's a way upstairs. And to make it symmetrical, we want to be just one in from that wall. So you have a right here. And low. Oh. This side's different. Alright then. We won't put stairs on both sides. We would only put stairs on this side. And usually I find that I want a stair rail of some kind. But doesn't really work here as such. And I don't really want to extend beams out either. So I may have to make an object-based rail to go there. Alright, so when we come up the stairs, we probably have a hallway right to this side. Yeah, it takes us through here. That's a pretty narrow hallway. Okay, yeah, a big grandiose staircase like this would have a wider hallway here, right? And we hit sort of geometry problems here. We will want some cubes. Oh, that's neat. We can look right down into the dining room. Okay. Which means I could have probably put a beam here and it would have been fine. But let's don't. But if I'm going to put a wall there, then that means I can put beams, a beam here. Oh, that's not going to work. So then I will want to have a beam of some kind here. Yeah, okay, so we got that going on. And so this would be a little room of some kind. Actually, I am gonna do posts here. I think it fits the architecture better. And I think it'll communicate nicely to the outside. Okay, so I want to real quickly go downstairs and see what that glow stuff looks like in here. Yeah. Yeah, so ideally there would be some additional spooky flames or something. Lighting is always tricky, because I like it to be dramatic but not silly. Okay, if we've got that, then we need this. Yeah. Okay. Then we probably could have made this room a little bigger. Oh no, this is the limitation here. It's having enough room to get around. I wouldn't want to fight anybody on this upper balcony, that's for sure. Unless I'm here and I'm shooting arrows down into the foyer. Sorry, I didn't see Max's thing earlier. All the From Software games do this. Your swings in Dark Souls hit the wall, but you have to balance it with damage types and attack speed. And yeah, I just find that a lot of games, if I was wandering around in here, these rooms would be 10 times as big. That's like a small room in most video games is huge by real standards. And because I'm limited to block spaces and I don't want my houses to look, you know, enormous from the outside. This is a big house, which is why we were able to fit so many rooms in, but the interior versus exterior scale, you have to be sort of, oh, that's interesting. It randomly put it over to the side. Interesting. You know, I have to balance it. We already end up creating things bigger than normal rooms just because 1 meter blocks do weird things to the, you know, houses are not built on 1 meter scale really. It's cool we're getting some light in from the, anyway. So I play a lot with scale because if this feels small and cramped, then you get used to fighting in these quarters. Yeah, but I mean, at least I can do these kind of walls, right? These half blocks. But, like a normal video game, let me see if I can, yeah, normal video game, this hallway would be at least twice as wide, probably 3 times as wide, right? Just normal course. But I like the idea of feeling cramped. And then so when you get out of a dungeon or a situation like this and you come back out here and you're like, oh my god, things are so much bigger and it feels great. And then you look over here and that feels so much farther away now because you've been working in these tight little spaces. And one of the things I really watch for in the original Mythruna, it felt really cool, like coming over every little hill was kind of exciting because like what's there. And so I want to try to keep that small scale area of interest out and have these kind of far things be your horizon. Like, what do I want to check out next? I want to go see what that tower is, that kind of thing. Okay, so we're getting close to quitting time. What do I want to finish? Oh, these birds are all nice and trapped up there. Poor buddies. Okay, so we've got this side built out. We've got a little room over here which could house, you know, some kind of creepy crawly, more creepy crawlies in here. Maybe this is a bedroom. Well, it'll certainly be something like that, right? It's got a fireplace, nice and cozy. We can build some rooms in over here. Now that we have a way upstairs, I can close this in. I don't know if I'm going to get to the attic or the highest level, and definitely, like, getting up into the tower. I never did figure out what to do about that. So let's leave that. Maybe we'll leave this room alone for a second and work out the logistics of this floor, which is the top floor. And first thing I want is to probably figure out, are these real? Do they need to? Yes, they are real. They're blocking the, they could technically be walls. And so there is actually another floor above this too. So I really could, if I had the time, fill in this haunted house. I don't think the geometry works such that I could ever put stairs in here. I think that 2 by 2 is too narrow for stairs all the way up, so it would have to be a ladder. So if we had a floor here, yeah. And so even then, like, we have an issue. To make the square tower, I had to do some things that make a ladder trickier. Because it would have to exist like just down the middle, which I guess is okay. But anyway, so there's not going to be an easy way to make a way up to the tower, but it would certainly be from the next floor up and not this one. And maybe there would be stairs up to a... Let me get rid of all this crap that doesn't show outside. Because I could have stairs take them part way up. Yeah, so all that can be cleared away. And the attic, I don't need this beam across. Oh, I do need a beam, something there. Yeah, and something there. These could be, alright. Let's put some beams in where they make sense to be. I think maybe I'll just spend the rest of the time just roughing in these floors. Yeah, so we do get a little bitty fireplace up here. That's good. So this could be a room that's important. Maybe this is the master suite up here. Okay, so that's all good. I figured out I can't get rid of those. But what I could do is switch them around for inverted wedges. So then they start to start to feel like part of the aesthetic. I could do a similar inversion here, but in the other direction. So we get kind of like this. Yeah, these little towers are weird anyway. And I think this makes a lot of sense, actually. Oh yeah, we didn't even need these blocks. This reminds me of when I was making the ships, the first ships I ever made, like the sailing ships in Mythruna. I really miss the fact that there are not more of the these shapes of blocks. So the wood blocks actually miss some blocks that stone and other blocks have, and I really missed them when I was making the sailing ships. Okay, I kind of think we want to. Ooh, I think we want to beam this area in like this. Make it feel chunkier. And perhaps then, do I need this? Yes, I figured out I do need that. So we would need beams, realistically. Alright. I was just kind of hoping I could get away with just leaving this open, but... Okay, so we're starting to fill in a ceiling. Still no way up to that floor. Logically, it should be above the other staircase in a sense, but from a game design / dungeon perspective, it makes more sense to make the player travel before, so they come up the stairs, then they have to travel around before they can get back up. Of course, if we made it go around the long way, then they still could come up. Like right here. So let's say that, what is this? So that's, yeah, so let's say there would need to be a beam here to support that edge of that roof. And then this beam is going to be a problem. We decided we needed this one. Yeah, so I can't put the other stairs above. The geometry doesn't allow it. And I could just put them here continuing on up, but that also doesn't work either. So I think the stairs up to the next level are just going to have to be done a different way. I think I want to put some fire in here. Oh, that's a raging fire. Okay. And let's inverted steep wedge. Oh no, I don't want an inverted one. I want a regular steep wedge. Yeah, to give it a little bit of oomph. Yeah, that works. That's good enough. Yeah, it's nice low ceilings. Again, you'd never swing an axe over your head in here. Just pepper the place with some... It's about to get dark again, I think. Yeah. Okay. Nobody's going to be able to do anything with that space anyway. So we might as well. So this is actually, yep, that's the shingles. So if we want to make this look like the inside of a roof, this. So what's the geometry look like from up here? Actually, this room is not so bad. It does not have a fireplace. Hey, look, we can almost see the spawn tower out this window. Pretty cool. So what is this? Yes, this almost feels like an inverted sailing ship. And for making the hulls, I really wished I had game. Yes, this is a game. You can download it. It's in the upper left corner of the screen. You have to hand type the URL. You can also join the Discord at that link. I've limited. I make it a little, give it a little extra steps because I'm not ready for thousands of people to join my server. There'll be a Halloween party on the public server tomorrow night if you wanted to download the game and make your own costume. I am currently dressed as like Genie from the old anyway, you can make your own costumes. The old TV show I Dream of Jeannie. Okay, so I just want to see what the geometry would look like if this was fully floored in. Oops. Oh man, I'm just wrecking things left and right. I haven't put windows anywhere either. That would help with the lighting. But welcome, Stever. I was just about to kick off, in fact. But I kind of want to see what these different floors will look like when they're floored in. To see if I could make a way up to the tower. So I am currently constructing a haunted house for the in-game Halloween party tomorrow night. 9 p.m. GMT -4. That is Eastern, still on daylight time. Alright, so this is what this floor looks like with no... I still haven't put a way up yet. I have to carve a little hole right there at the top of the stairs. Oh yeah, that wouldn't allow us up anyway, because there's no headroom. So we'd have to be at least over here. Okay, so this is what this floor looks like. Yeah, so this would be the attic where you'd find all of the weird stuff, I guess. And we don't need either of these. We could put some... Where's my horizontal beam? Right there. Could put a horizontal beam there. And then just to like to see if somebody's logging into the server. Ooh. Oops. Go. So yeah, we could get stairs up part way and then a ladder. Attic experience, yeah. I just figured that's where you'd find all the junk and the really old stuff. And maybe up here you'd find relics that if you messed with them, they would launch their own baddies, right? So if I replace this with a cube, that would give me something to put a ladder against, right? An attic or a basement? Basement, definitely, right? At least in an attic, you know the outside world is only a few inches away, right? And you're kind of bound in the problem. Of course, it depends on the size of the house, right? But an attic, you already know, is a finite space. A basement can technically be bigger than the house, right? And it could have caves and dungeons and leads all kinds of places. I think basements are scarier. Basements could have pits. Right? Yeah, absolutely. Basement's scarier. Just my opinion. Alright. Actually, maybe we want to do that. And then continue this beam down here and maybe even continue it down into the like these are the bones of the house right here. Perhaps. You can see through my boobs. Alright. So then I could create a way up. There could be a ladder. Yeah, so there would have to be a floor there. No. These... could put a beam there and have a lower floor. Like we could have a low slab. Oh, yeah, we want to do the same thing over here. So we could have a low slab. Have you ever played Mirror's Edge? It doesn't have the look-through boobs. I won't have it eventually either. The issue is that, whoops, the models have no look-down animation, and when they do, basically when you look down, you'll lean forward, right? So you won't be looking into your boobs. You'll be looking over your toes, and it's just not something I've implemented because I want to be able to layer that over your regular animations, and layering a look down over the run and walk animations is beyond what I want to get done right now, considering that I'm really trying to get the game to a state where it's kind of fun to play. So then from here we could start the stairs right here. Yeah. So let's make a platform there. and a beam, low beam. Yeah, yeah. There's a when debugging, it's kind of nice to know you're right over 0, 0, 0 of the player. Also, the delay today. Oh, well, that's nice. I didn't do anything different, but it's really nice. Okay, so now we can do a high beam. And then a low beam. And then a high beam. And then a low beam. Hey, we've got stairs. There's this little lip here, which is kind of weird, but no weirder than what I got going on here. So maybe put a wall there. Just kind of as a, whoa, okay, that's right. Oh, yeah. So if I wanted to put the wall, it would have to be like this, which is okay. So we could put it no, that's not going to work. So we'll just make that like a railing. And so I could have the ladder go up here. I actually probably wanted to put the stairs on the other side. Now that I think about it. The opposite side from where the ladder is going to be. I want to make it very utilitarian, which is why I don't want the double wide stairs. Okay, so we can come up here and go back with our wall. So which do you think is scarier, a basement or an attic? Yeah, so here, and then the fact that there's a wall there means that you won't fall immediately when you try to go up the ladder. Okay, so that's good. I don't know where we would put stairs up into here, but this is as reasonable as anything else. A lot of it would depend on what else goes on in here. I like those big beams, though. That's kind of cool. Yeah. No. I can't stand that pink insulation. It makes me itch. I'm fortunate enough to live in a house. Well, I don't know if it's almost as bad. We've got the blown-in insulation, and we do have some of the pink insulation as well. But the blown-in insulation is almost as bad if you're up there and sweaty and you come out covered with it. But I find the pink insulation, I get really itchy. I figure we'll take advantage of this really nice geometry right here to make a big room in the back. I don't know what it's for, but there's a big room back there now. And I don't think this is a good place for... Yeah, no, it's on the wrong side of the... It's underneath the tower. So, like, this is a really low space here. We could actually extend the... Yeah, I guess. I guess that's true. Must be confident it can get you. I think I'll leave the beams like that. I think in here that looks okay. I feel like we want a post of some kind. just to help demarcate the stairs a little better. Yeah. It looks weird. I think we need a beam. Not a beam like that. A beam like that. Running across. Nope. That would block the stairs. So maybe one higher? Will that block the stairs? Nope. And it adds some interest. Oh yeah, I was gonna put a that's a low beam. I need a high beam. Yeah, like that. So I was gonna do like that. There we go. Nicely kept. So yeah, we got like spooky light up there. Okay, so maybe that's not a bad place for the steps coming up. It's kind of between what could be another room. Yeah, so let me pick the beam. So we could put a beam across here. Man. So this is like the proper room upstairs. Can you make something in the editor without colliders? So if you make regular objects, they can be holograms. But I think right now the assembly's all I don't have any doors up here. They're all downstairs. But like the assemblies are all physical by default. But it could be that I let you make them. Yeah, I mean you can make them illusions and then now. Oops. Oh yeah, and you can't click on them once they're illusions though. So do they go back? Yeah, okay. So they only, the animations only work if they're solid, but you could get it in the position you want, I guess, and I don't know if it remembers it. But normal objects can be holograms. So yeah, this is spooky. Alright, so when you come up here, you blah 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 blah. Oops. And yeah, so you come up right at the top of the stairs, you have a way up, or you can go exploring this floor, or if you want, you can go straight to the, maybe you go straight to the boss. Yep, indeed. Well, and the cool thing is you can have carved objects now. In old Mythruna, if you wanted to say have one of these walls be secret, right, you couldn't really do it. Let me show you what I mean. So let me take one of these out, right? So let's say you went into the blueprint editor and you made new blueprint. Let's call it fake wall. Fake wall. Fake wall. So in old Mythruna, if you wanted to have a fake wall, so you said, well, okay, I'm just going to make, I'm using the wattle and daub blocks because they are the most, it's the most obvious that this would happen. Stone, you could, in old Mythruna, you could kind of make stone secret doors because it would kind of be hidden. But so say I make this, right? This is going to be obvious if I try to put it in there that it is not the regular block type, right? It looks different. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So, right, it looks different, but now you can do the carved materials, which of course I didn't really line it up correctly, so now I've got to fix that. Oh, I really didn't line it up correctly. Yeah, so there are still some issues with this approach because only one side will look correct. In which case I might as well just make it one-sided on purpose. But you can do the carved blocks now. Yep, exactly. So you can do the carved blocks now, and I can save this blueprint. And I can come back over here with my object tool. And where is my... there. Uh-oh. So, I mean, you get the idea. It takes some meddling to get it right, but it's way better than it used to be. And so then this is, not solid at all. You can just walk right through it. But that's the point. And that's interesting that it didn't work right. I think the editor is showing the wrong... The editor is showing the wrong... they're going to be recentered. Yeah, I think it's... I hadn't intended to use it this way, really. So it could be that you do it wrong in the editor and then it's right in here. You got to center it. So, like, I started to do it that way, right? And where's my fake wall? I started to do it that way, and then I decided I was wrong. But actually making it centered would have fixed the problem because actually, we'll see. It might not, in fact. It could be because when I turn these into real objects, I find the min max, and so let's see, fake wall. Is it? Yeah, so it's not going to matter. But I could have made it half again as wide and then moved it in. And at any rate, that's somewhat hidden. I actually kind of like it when secret doors are like not obvious, but detectable. And that is not obvious, but detectable, right? Whereas if it had been like a tight little grid of squares, it would have been totally 100% detectable. Okay, so we came up. We had these little rooms. We came up. Got a big thing back here where maybe there's like some boss necromancer or something someday. And so then I would have to build out rooms and things to get there. You come up to the top of the stairs, the first thing you're I'm going to leave that secret door there. So the first thing you'll come up to the top of the stairs is probably you want a little bit more of a landing than that. But you come up to the top of the stairs, maybe this is your way around. Yeah, and you got to kind of be careful not to fall back down. So anyway, I need to eat my dinner soon because I actually do have work in the morning. I'm having fun though, and there's no way I'm gonna be getting. So this will give me something to work on tomorrow on the Halloween party. It's. I hope that you guys show up. I would like to see how many people we can get on. And last time I think a maximum of like 3 people showed up, which was somewhat unfortunate. Yeah. So. It'd be cool if we could get, I mean, really it would be cool if we could get a dozen people. But I understand if that's not possible. Yeah, okay, so that's because I put a wall up there. Okay, so there's a stairway up. And it'd be deadly when you're, so GMT, so it is now like 12:30 for you? Is that the way it works? Or is it 9:30 or 8:30 for you? Oh, 4:27. It's 4:27 for you right now. Yeah. Oh, you're not +2 of me. You're GMT +2. I get it. I get it. I understand. Now I understand. Okay. So I've got some design issues to work out. I have to fix my ghost problem. Let me place some... Oh, that's not what I want. I want the test wand. Let me place some characters up here. I need some light though. Oh, yeah, sorry, sweetie. That outfit's ridiculous. Randomized clothing. Okay, that's better. I actually like that. Okay, so I'll make her a ghost. In the meantime, equip your axe. You're going to be a choppy girl. Oh, I was going to reset the home so you can walk around. I wish the elves were working. Okay, let's see if we can come up with some better clothing for you. That was okay, actually. Want something more. Oh, that's good. I like it. Okay, so you equip an axe too. What are you guys doing up here? You're just hanging out with your axes, walking around. Okay. All right. I think I'm going to end it. It's 10:30. Thanks, you guys, for joining late. Or in Max's case, really early. And I will see you guys. So let me go ahead and exit out, because if I don't, I'm just going to keep poking at it. And the chat never did start working for the OBS chat. Yeah, you too. And I hope to see some of you tomorrow. So thanks for joining. And like, comment, subscribe, and so on. It's been great talking to you guys. So good night.